This is a large?
That's a large.
Oh my god. Okay, COVID, wait.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, this is just like going on North or Blacklight.
There you go. Yep.
Here we go.
Kevin, where did you get your new outfit?
Monoro Honey and Brewery, Meadery. And we're going out to see the hives. And they suited me all up, and I thought, well, no, how bad can it be? And they're like, yeah. He said the average worker per day gets stung 10 times. All right, look at me. I'm one sexy beast. Now, I'm suited up, but you're not.
No. I've been doing this my whole life, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what's going to happen. They're all going to go to me.
Well, you got the bright white suit on.
Yeah.
Here you can see the honey.
And the queen's different, obviously, right? So
Yeah, so this is just the honey, and these are all the workers. Right. And then once I take this box off, there'll be an excluder underneath that'll keep the queen in the bottom. See, the queen can't get through these holes.
Oh, okay.
That way you keep the brood and the honey separate. So this is a brood frame. See here, this is the capped brood. The bees that are about, they'll chew themselves out.
Okay.
And then on this side here, if you can see in the cups, it's all larvae and eggs. I don't know if your camera can get in there.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they're basically just feeding.
Yeah, these guys are just taking care of the young bees, giving them pollen and nectar to get them to grow. And here's a drone. Most of these are workers, but these guys, these are the male bees, the drones. They're quite a bit bigger than the worker bee.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And what would they be
They
feeding?
don't have a stinger.
Oh, they don't?
No.
I just thought you were tough. What are they basically feeding on around here now?
Whatever they can find. I don't know what's really, like any flowers they can find. There's hay fields and all that stuff in bloom now. So
Yeah.
once the soybeans start, they'll get some honey off the soybeans too.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So yeah, see there's more brood there. Yeah, that's all the young stuff. I'll try to find some hatching. These are usually bees that are chewing themselves out. Hopefully I can find the queen along the way too. Not always the easiest.
And how many of these stations do you have around here?
We've got on average 100 different locations.
Oh wow, okay. So you're also a busy bee as well.
Yes. So this is all pollen
Oh yeah.
that they've stored, and that's what they use to feed the young bees.
So that's a lot of bees.
A lot of the bees are gone.
Really?
Because it's so hot, most of the bees are out working.
Oh, okay, that
If it
makes
was
sense.
cloudy, there'd be probably 3 times as many bees in here.
Wow.
Yeah. See that? That's honey falling out of the frame.
Oh jeez. Liquid gold.
It's all brood. That's just all honey. A little bit of brood on that side.
Pretty good. So how often do you take the honey off?
2 or 3 times a year.
Oh yeah,
2
okay.
or 3 times a year. When they get full, and if you have extra boxes, sometimes you can throw another one on. But a lot of the times, all the boxes are already out, so you got to take them off and get the honey out. think I missed the queen.
Oh, really? So she is in there somewhere.
Yep, I saw eggs, so I know she's in here. So that frame's mostly drones.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They like to hang out on the outsides of the box because they don't really do anything other than protect the entrance and mate with the queen.
Really?
So other than that, they just kind of hang out.
I'd like to be a drone.
Every fall, they get kicked out of the hive.
Okay, I don't want to be a drone. Now, this is not like a bumblebee. Like a bumblebee's the queen. Oh, what's it doing there?
It was dead in the hive. I just threw it up there.
Oh, why would that be in there?
They come in to, I don't know, steal honey or whatever, and they get trapped, and the bees just kill them.
Really?
Yep. Sometimes you get them and they have all the hair pulled off and they're just shiny black.
Huh. And so these are all different lands that, you know, they just want you here to have bees, or?
Yeah, well, a lot of people want us there, some for pollination, and we pay bee yard rent.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
we give honey to everybody who has like a yard on their property. So a lot of people enjoy that. Comes at the end of the year, and a lot of people like to give it away for Christmas presents and stuff. But yeah, it's there's 100 different spots, and some people want mead instead of honey. I'm gonna give a quick look, see if I can find her.
Okay. He found the queen. So how do you know? Oh, she's a bit bigger, right?
Yeah, she's a bit bigger.
And
she was marked. If you can look at her back, we mark her.
Oh, wow.
So that blue color,
yeah,
that means she's last year's queen.
Ah, okay.
And all the queens that are born this year, we mark them with white, so we know how old they are.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And can she sting?
She has a stinger, but they don't sting.
Oh, okay.
And like this, so this is a worker, so you can tell the difference in size.
Oh, yeah. And whose job in there is to take care of her?
All of them.
Everybody, okay.
Yeah, they all take turns. Usually the younger bees, because younger bees, their job is to stay in the hive, and after they get a little bit older, then their job is to collect honey. They all have different jobs as they get older. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of us should learn from bees. You think? Hey, Mom. Hey, Kristine. There's a bee in the car. Put my hood up. Put my hood up, Kristine. There's a bee in the car. I can't get it up. My hood up. This is where no. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You're out of luck.
Oh, after all that, this is where I'm going to get stung in the car on the way back.
My name's John Bryans. I'm one of the owners of Monoro Honey and Meadery in Lambton, Ontario. It's a family-run business. Yeah, it's 100+ years old. This company started in 1914. A gentleman named Warren Monoro started a company. He caught a swarm of bees back in 1914 and looked after those bees. He even went and fought in World War I, but somebody looked after the bees back here in Almaston, and then when he come back home, he then got real serious into it and ran it, and then until 1956 when he passed away. My father, when he come out of the Second World War, he come out of the Air Force, he and a younger brother wanted to buy bees from my grandfather, which is up in Owen Sound. And my grandfather didn't have any bees that he wanted to sell them, so they come and bought bees from Warren Monoro, my dad and my uncle, and they started bee business in St. Mary's, Ontario. And through that, my father got working with Warren, and when Warren passed away, my father took over this company in 1958. So it's been in the Bryans family since 1958. The barrels is all that's all honey, this is low. We're low on honey right now. We're just starting to pull honey now, and so our crop's starting to come in now, and we'll do crop right through till probably the end of September, 1st of October. Generally, I don't get to see the bee yards as much as I used to, so I get a few stings every year. But because I worked in the bees, all my life, when I was a kid, I figure I have to get a certain amount of bee stings because I'm afraid that if I didn't, I'd become allergic to them. Somewhere in early 1990s, I read you could make alcohol out of honey. And I looked in my back room and I thought, boy, I got lots of barrels of honey. I should maybe try that. So I started in the early 90s making mead for myself and buddies and the hockey team. I let them, hey, try this batch and try that batch. And I kept doing it. And then somewhere about 1998, I seen the paperwork come out from the Alcohol and Gaming Commission. It had draft proposals stamped on it. So it was just new and approved out of the AGCO. And it listed a criteria to be a meadery in the province of Ontario. I looked at that criteria. I knew I covered all the bases. So probably early 98, we started the paperwork with the AGCO, and it took about 2 years to get through the paperwork, but February of 2000, we started selling mead in the province of Ontario, and we were the first commercial meadery in the province of Ontario.
All right, what are we having?
All right, so we're having our blueberry session mead. So this is a lower alcohol mead. It's just the honey and the fruit, red natural fruit, and all our own produced honey, and a little bit of water, and that's what the contents of this can is. So it's a sparkling beverage. It's new. That we just brought it out last fall, and we've added it to our lines of full body meads, which are in the tall bottles.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between this and this?
The only difference is basically lower alcohol and carbonated, where this is a still product. And basically what I'm doing is as I ferment the honey, I add that real fruit to it just to give it a little bit of a flavor change. So this is our blackcurrant.
Oh, blackcurrant.
Yeah, mellow mill. These ones back here, they are just straight up mead. So this just honey, water, yeast makes mead. So this is our traditional mead lines. So the clearer ones are traditional meads. Once I add fruit to it, the name changes. It becomes a mellow mill. Mellow means fruit. Meal means ferment. Meal means honey. Basically, the alcohol on this comes from the honey. So it's the sugars that's in the honey that's fermented to make the alcohol. So it's just the same as taking the sugars out of your grape or taking the sugars out of your fruit and converting that to alcohol. Okay. So basically, it's honey based. We're a honey company, so we base everything on honey. So that's really what makes us different from a lot of other places, is because I'm using a whole different medium for fermenting, which is the honey.
Oh, that's good. That's a blueberry.
That's the blueberry.
Oh, especially on a day like this.
Oh, it's perfect on a day like today.
Kristine, you want to try it?
I sure do.
Come on over.
I've never had this before. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I've heard of mead, but I didn't really understand what it was. I had no idea it was made with honey.
Very old beverage.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's a bit of a diva.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I like
very
that
nice.
a lot.
I enjoy that. You get a hot day like today, fill your glass up with ice and pour it over ice. It's very.
I was just going to say, so
refreshing.
another way to drink this would be over ice.
Yeah. Very refreshing. Yeah. It's the honey. It's the honey's not like your sugars. Your sugars can get cloying, where the honey is a natural sugar, and it just seems to just come right off your palate.
It's definitely sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's this, and these are not as sweet?
Yeah, so this one, they gradually, I have 3 traditionals, and they just go dry, medium, and sweet, and they just progressively get sweeter. And these all kind of fall in that kind of a semi-sweet range.
Should I save some of this for you, or?
Oh no, go ahead. Okay. Go ahead. you go.
Oh, that was fast. What is it? What is it?
Walleye.
No, walleye again?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. And that's just the half dinner.
This is half?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
You've never done this before?
Not on that. I've been fishing before. Not on that kind of a boat.
It's not as tippy as a canoe.
No, it's not. It's nice and stable.
Oh, hear that?
Yeah. What kind of a charter boat captain would take them out and go, you know?
And you know what? You know what I didn't pack? A rain jacket.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Kristine?
I love this.
Will I ever get you in a canoe again?
Yes. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Oliver and Kristine survived. You're a good captain.
And we haven't got wet.
No, so we're going in for safety reasons, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got a thunderstorm coming in and, you know, it's just, what can you do? You just got to play it safe and keep your customers happy and dry, right?
So what's the best part of this for you?
It's the people, mostly, meeting different people from all over the place, and catching fish is a bonus. And the fishing here over the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years has really picked up, and it's gotten really good. And it's a really good fishery from probably as soon as ice is out, which is like the end of March, all the way through to basically June. You can jig, just vertical jigging for walleye. So it's like a hands-on, you know, you're not trolling and saying, oh, there's a fish on, but this one, you know, you're jigging away and, oh, I got a bite, away you go, right? And you're fighting the fish, bringing them up. That's, you know, I've loved fishing my whole life, even when I was a little kid. I used to go down to a little creek and catch, you know, little creek chubs of worms I dug out of the wood pile, you know, in a stinky old soup can. Yeah, that's what I did. So this is where I've ended up. I retired and basically started this charter business up here in Sarnia and trying to make a go of it. And of course, COVID started, and so that put the stop on everything 2 years ago, and it was my first season. Yeah.
Oh no.
Went to fishing shows, had people booked, and it was just like, nope. So anyway, so this is like year 2, coming up on year 3, and I'm getting lots of time in practicing fishing, put it that way. I come here all the time, and it's a thing of beauty. It's just, it's you just have to do it to really enjoy it, you know, because there's so many things to see out in this river and so many things to do, and it's just an amazing place.
Good boy.
Well, it's a good thing we got off that boat when we did. Nasty weather. It's a good thing we're not camping tonight.
We're not camping tonight?
Yeah, we're camping.
Are you surprising me with like a beautiful like hotel room?
Yes.
Okay, like
Yes.
with, like a really nice big bathtub?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. In Sarnia?
Yes.
I'd rather be in a tent with you.
I saw that.
Is it done? It's almost done.
Yeah, we're here. It's a good thing we got off that water.
Yes.
Yeah. Oliver, how was your day? Well, Kevin, I'd like to know when we're going home. We've been on the road for a long time. Like, worse than Willie Nelson. Really? We've been on the road longer than that guy. I'm telling you. And, you know, we went to a boat today. And I gotta say, I'm okay with the boat because it's a lot faster than your stupid canoe. We moved on that water, man. I saw some waves. It was fantastic. And then I watched you get into like a stupid bee costume, and I wish you got stung. Oh, because then you'd have to go to the hospital, then we'd have to go home. But no, you didn't get stung at all. And then we get to the campsite. Very nice campground, love it. But storm, and this is number 8 storm. We've only been out for 8 days. There was a heat wave. You maybe gave us some water if we asked nicely. Angel and I were in the back, just comatose. It was brutal. Absolutely brutal. And the mosquitoes here would carry even Angel away. I've noticed that she's gained a little weight. It's like COVID weight, but we're not talking like, but I won't say anything. But we're good. And yeah, and you at least fed us 2 hours after our usual feeding time. Thank you very much for that. Yep. Okay. Signing off. I'll pack my bags in the morning.